Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting. The coaching staff sees him one way.
Tight, yeah. 15 lining, 15 lining. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
The son of the heavyweight champ, it's Elijah Holyfield. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
It's a quick turnaround right out of the gate because there's a lot to cover in a short period of time. But the best teams, they simplify before they go play that Thursday night game. And they also believe it's way better to get your Thursday night game out of the way early before the body has been through too much. So if you ask people on scheduling, they want to play it early, not late.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Ken Lobo, 54.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side?
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. And they'll be led out by their quarterback and none other than Cam Newton.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, the 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And here now the offense for Carolina.
And what a workhorse is Christian McCaffrey, the running back for the Carolina Panthers, who led his team in rushing and receiving yardage in 2018 and was also the team's leading scorer. How about this? Set an NFL record for catches for a running back with 107. So for an encore, he just wants to get his team back to the playoffs in 2019.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Rolling to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Smart. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensive side of the football, the starters here for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The dump off good for 8 there on first down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 42-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said,
Now Holyfield. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen!
They run with Holyfield. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Red! 70 in. Check. Walk to before. Hey, D-line.
A carry here for Holyfield. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd and 9 now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there. Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together and makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Elijah Holyfield. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in. You get into that zone.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Newton, and they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. We get a look at the Panthers defense now. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down and inches. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Brian Burns in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. This is caught. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on third down, zero pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor.
The point after now for Aguayo. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Newton, he gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Throwing is Newton. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. On second down now. Smart. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Newton. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 17, Newton. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. And right there, that fade route, that can be tough to stop.
If you've got the proper matchup and you've got a wide receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, the fade is really, really tough to stop, especially if the quarterback puts it in the right area.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their...
So what they're seeing so far.
On the double. 54, right there, 54 Mike. Come on, boy. Come on. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you. What happened?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Is there anything Luke Kuechly can't do on the field?
Doesn't seem to be the case.
I mean, we just saw the sack there, right? We know he's terrific in pass coverage, but what I like is his intelligence, the way he gets a defense set, and he actually audible defenses when he sees what the offense is presenting and get them into something else and get them into a better spot.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Buying time to his left. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now back to throw. And this is LaFowl. It's caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go, D. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 17 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season. Because he thinks that he can.
Aguayo on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. Plenty to look forward to in that early window. One being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers as they'll get set to tangle with the Minnesota Vikings. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, a good one down south. A couple of recent Super Bowl teams from the NFC. Philadelphia heading down to take on Atlanta. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.